What's up, man? God, yes. And we have here, whoa, QB talking top 32?
Yes, sir.
My goodness, what deck, man?
I played Mannadium, Bystial, Synchron deck, big combo deck.
What made you decide to play this deck, man?
When we were testing it, we only felt like it was just Joel and Lockbird, and we just decided to put people on, hey, are you going to join Lockbird near me or not? And if you don't, then we're going to combo you. Most of my other previous tops have just been playing the big combo deck and being able to have as many options as possible, so just try to do that again.
Okay, sweet. Before we start the actual deck profile, any shout-outs, man?
Shout-outs to Mark St. Romain and Dooley, my two theory partners with the deck. They both played it. I just happened to be the one that didn't get Joel the least. Got Joel one time out of like, 12 rounds, so it was good. Those are my two partners. Shout out to the wife, Leslie, and that's it, really. Shout out to Epic.
So without further ado, please take over with the rest of the deck profile.
Yes, sir. So I guess we'll start with the spice that we played. So we included a Soul Synchron. Played 3 of it. Basically, it's another tuner outside of Meek and Fearless, but this one allows you to combo with Excel Synchron. So if you get Joel or things like that, if you get to Excel Synchron, basically you can make 2 10s essentially, because you can use Excel, bring out, there should be Stardust, Synchro, and then if this is in your grave already, you banish it, bring back Excel, the Bystial you make, will bring it back out and you make another 10. So it's just a way for us to play under Joel. It was good all day. Basically what it does, you pay 7, special summon it, you're locked into Synchros while it's on the board, and then when a dragon is tributed, it can banish itself to bring one of the dragons that was tributed or banished back out. Card was broken. Shout out to Dooley for that one. He told us to play it. Really had a really big impact when I was playing through boards or playing through things. We weren't trying to play like a very heavy play a grind deck really. We just wanted to play kill them when they pass to make their board. We try and kill them. So we just played cards like that. For the Scareclaw, I just played Rechart. We played 1 Rechart. Me and Mark kind of figured it out. There just not isn't enough space to play multiple of it. Rhoda is also just like another copy of it, so it's just more flexible, so we played only 1. For the Mannadiums, we played 3 Runeheart, 3 Fearless, and 3 Meek. Just want to max out. Meek, Runeheart is like the big combo, Meek's the better one. When it dies, you special summon another one, you can make it level 4. Fearless, when it dies, you special summon another one, and you get all your Synchros plus 500 attack points for the battle phase. So this is like the big combo one with your field spell. Basically, when you pop it, you go chain link 1 in the grave, then chain link 2 field spells, so you basically get 2 monsters for free. Like it's 2 free monsters, so you basically just need non-tuners at that point. And if you get the Visas, that gets to the Scareclaw engine. 3 Visas Starfrost. I've been playing this card for a hot minute. I think the card's broken. Basically, it's just a level 6 tuner, pops something that doesn't match the same type or attribute as it, and basically combos well with Meek and the field spell. This card's just broken, and then it's Visas, so then you can turn Lightheart into it in your combo to get to the Scareclaw package, which is why you don't need as many of those cards. Basically, the biggest problem in the deck is just like how can you get the Visas? If you don't get the Visas, then you don't get to like big combo. You have to do things kind of weird. For going second cards, played Ash, and then we decided to play Bystials. We played 3 Lebellion, 1 Sorinier, 1 Jerusalem, 1 Magnamut. This is purely because of space. We want to play more Magnamuts, but there just isn't enough space to fit all the cards we wanted to play. So these kind of got caught off, but like they were still fine. When you see them in the matches they're really good in, it's broken, they're hand traps, and when they're not, they're just level 6 to go with your combo. Basically, we played Lebellion because the Dark Ruler we want to activate Regain from the deck, tribute off the Dispotter, and so now we're able to play around Dark Ruler a little bit better along with getting our counter trap. So now we have a little bit better of a follow-up as well, because we also get to draw cards while we're also just like Omega Ripping. So it was really broken. Sorinier is just a fourth Lebellion. So best thing to search off of Lebellion is Sorinier when you're trying to play through Droll, because it basically gets you back to Lebellion anyway. That's all the monsters for spells. For 1 others, we played 1 Rhoda. Like I said, it's a 4th copy of Runeheart and a 2nd copy of Rechart. Card's broken. Also comes up because it's just a normal spell card. We played Regain. This is just to play around Dark Ruler no more as best as possible by tributing off the Dispotter and being able to bring it back on their turn after they decide to Dark Ruler you. 1 Scareclaw Arrival to go along with played 1 Reach Phobia. Kept the Scareclaw engine really small just because Starfrost just gets to that part of the deck, so you don't need to play like a lot of them, nor do you want to like draw either one of them. You just want to get them off the Visas and then get your combo like that, so it's just extra cards without drawing. Like these are kind of like bricks, they don't do well when you like start with them. 2 Obsession. Again, space problem. We wanted to play 3, but we wanted to keep it kind of to 40 to, I played 41, Mark played 42. We just wanted to keep as close to those numbers 40 as possible. And so we just said this just didn't make the cut at 3 of. But basically what it does, destroys a monster, searches out Calarium if you don't have it already, but if you have it, you can get a Mannadium Speller Trap instead. Also in the graveyard, you can banish it, special summon a 15/2100 monster from your hand or Visa Starfrost. So it's basically the card that helps you extend through boards, and because basically you get Calarium that gets you to Visas. This comes off of Runeheart, and so now you have Visas, Runeheart, and maybe Meek, and then Meek help place through boards. 3 Calarium. This was broken. Basically what it does, searches a Mannadium monster or Visa Starfrost, gives all your light monster plus 100 attack and defense. So the one thing you want to make sure when you're playing this deck is that you don't have tuners in the grave or on the field when you're trying to special Meek or Fearless when Runeheart's on the board. So you just want to make sure you play that way. Sometimes you have to do awkward combos when that happens, but it is what it is. And then our going second cards for the tournament, we thought these were the best ones. We played 3 Thrust, 1 Duster, and 2 Talents. Mark played a 3rd Talent instead. Basically, we were trying to kill everybody. We were not trying to. Dark Ruler felt good, but our deck is on a grind deck. So if they can come back and like break our board again, then we're gonna lose. So it's easier for us just to kill them because we have so many extenders in the deck to play through everything. And this card was broken all day against Cash. Our theory was that like if they make their like Shangri-La or Riseheart board and special Fenrir, this breaks it by itself, and then we get to play. Talents was broken, took a Dragoons, took a whole bunch of stuff, and then Duster is for the lab deck and other trap decks. In those decks, you can also like, you might have the ability to, I was able to thrust into Duster, and then Duster my opponent after they activate a monster effect. So there's applications in that sense too. So those are just the going side cards we thought were best for the tournament for our deck. We didn't really play, only hand trap we played was Ash, and that's just to respect branded. But otherwise it was good. And then the last card is Mannadium Reframing. Basically it's Infernity Barrier for the deck. If you have a Synchro monster on the board, it can negate the effect of a card. If you have 15/21 or Visas in the grave, then it also destroys the card as well. So it basically just helps play around Dark Ruler and other board breakers, things like that.
What's the minute count?
41. For side deck, we played 1 Bankratops, 3 Kurikara, just to fit the theme, trying to kill them, not trying to like extend the game longer than it needs to be. These cards broken against like, I was able to tribute a Chimera. It was good against the Pearly deck, but they still whooped me. It was just solid. It was a good card all day. Can't complain. Played 3 Droll. If we're scared of it, other people are scared of it. Ain't no reason not to play it. Card was broken all day when I saw it. No complaints about it. 3 Cosmic. Again, to respect like Runic decks, Lab, Striker if you see it. We didn't play Lightning Storm and things like that because if they Eradicator us, we want something that's a little more chainable. A lot of our spells are actually just searchable off our effects, so we just need to make sure that we're claiming back those still anyway. For going first, we played 3 Eradicator, 1 Barrier, and 1 Call by the Grave. This is literally just for Droll. Like, literally our thought process was like, if we don't get Droll, we're probably winning the game if we get to play. Every time I had a good hand and I got to play, it didn't matter. Like I was winning. There are times we lose when they such like double board breaker into like Pearly combos, but that was about it. Barrier just to set off thrusts for in combo mirrors. We didn't know if people were going to be trying to hand trap us or not, so it's something that we can get off thrust that it's just good, even though we still just combo through most anything that's not Droll anyway. And then Eradicator just to respect the heavy spell and trap decks, Cash. One of the things that I like to do is when I have Eradicator, try and set up Chaos Angel behind it. Just because if you have Chaos Angel and Eradicator, I think it's harder to break boards because everything's unaffected by monster effects at that point. So that's what I was trying to do most of the day. But eventually, we were just Omega ripping at one point. Side deck, and then for the extra deck, Scareclaw, Lightheart, card's broken. Level Link 1, make it off Visas, search out Reach Phobia, comes back when you have Visas on the board. Cross Sheet is part of the combo. When you summon Vicious Astral out to the zone, it's supposed to summon lower from your graveyard. So it's basically just free monsters. Dart. This is really because we play the Bystial package. So if we play against other Bystial decks, then we're able to like we're able to pop their Magma, take their Magma, get into our Bystial engine for the next turn. And since they're playing Bystials, we think that our Bystials are going to hurt them more than their Bystials hurt us really. So it just works out better for us. And then Apo. Comes up sometimes when you're doing your combo. To be honest, I just freestyle half the time, and then whatever my inboard is, my inboard. But sometimes she comes up just when you have like 2 monsters that don't go into a synchro, you can just make her. But every time I summon her, she gets Dark Ruler or Imperm, so that's why I don't like summoning her. Tri-Edge, This replaced Starter's Charge Warrior because it's light, so you can make this with recharge to make Chaos Angel. Draws a card, it's good. This was a last minute addition for us, which was Cyframe Omega. Thanks to Mark and Dooley, because I wasn't playing this. I thought we should have played Zeus over it, but as soon as round 1 started, I was ripping 2 cards at everybody's hand and drawing 2. Like it was crazy. And then I'm Snipe God, so I'm just hitting board breakers most of the time. It was crazy. Can't complain. Excel, Synchron, Stardust Dragon. It's a synchro deck, gotta play it. And then we play Stardust Dragon as well. This card really catches a lot of people off guard because a lot of people, whether they don't know where to nib or not, and so they'll let you, most people get greedy with their nib. So when you summon this and then bring out your level 2, they're like, oh, I'm gonna nib here. And they're just like, oh, Tribute, summon Stardust, summon Bystial. Okay, now I lose my board, but now I have Bystial and I'm still comboing through the rest of your board through nib. So some people just don't know where to hand trap at. Or like they'll try and like imperm or book or do something to this card and it's just like, oh, this card's in your, because this card's in your extra, you just play through it. It was really crazy all day. And then it also works with the Assault Synchron. So when you have Assault Synchron in your grave, you tribute it, bring this out, Synchro, and then you're able to activate Assault to bring this back out. And then Bystial put it back, and then Synchro make another 10. Most important Synchro in our deck probably is the Sparter. Basically how we give ourselves follow-up and also a Mega Loop. So if this lives onto your turn, you basically win because you just bring back Runeheart or Visas or Scareclaw, like it's broken. These are my 10s, by the way. Chaos Angel, card's broken, makes your cards towers. So you can make like, our end goal is to put up 4 level 10 synchros with this, and then the trap, and just say, and just sit there really, and say, can you really out it or not? But a lot of time, sometimes they didn't have outs, sometimes they do. I mean, it's broken. Can't complain. It's just like you make it with non-tuners. It's crazy. Chinging, this is the last 10 we put in. It just comes up. It was just the 5th best 10 that we could play. It was between this and then the Prime Heart, but this one comes up more, and it's just sticky. Baron 4, no really explanation. And then we played Ice Shade. Card's really good against Runic. It's good against Cash. It's good against a lot of things because it kind of protects your board. So really the 10s that we want are these 4. So now you have a 10 that keeps your other 10s from your other sequence from being destroyed by battle and by activating monster effects. And then you have another 10 that says your other everything's can be banished or destroyed by card effects. So now you have like a really good setup. You don't really have to do a whole lot, and your opponent kind of just sits there trying to play through it, and you're just like, okay, when is my turn gonna happen, kind of thing. And then the last 2 extra cards, the Vicious Astrolabe, card's free. I mean, with the deck, basically what it does, you banish Starfrost, banish 1521 from your grave, you summon it for free. It pops a monster on the field, can be destroyed in battle. So you put it under the cross sheet, you get a level 2 tuner back, now you have a free monster, but now you're also just breaking their board as well and killing them. To be honest, the deck was broken. I think it was a good call for the event. A lot of people didn't know how to interact with my cards for the most part. And so, like I said, with this card, they did not interact. So then when they do this, I'm just still playing through the board. And when they see that I'm doing it a lot, they kind of just want to go first. And then when they go first, I just side Curry Car and Pankratops. And I kind of just do the same thing. Or if I go first, then I feel like I'm winning as long as I don't get drolled. And sometimes you still beat that because you just make a loop 2 cards anyway. I'll play it again, to be honest. The deck was broken.
You know, is this part of your build too?
Yes, sir. Well, another versus Dragon, top 32. Appreciate y'all, man. This is another good Nats. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir. Bye.